7 years of age. I'm 36 now, so I'm looking, probably. And generally what got me into martial arts is that my mother decided to put me in. I grew up on the south side of Chicago. Everyone here, we're all grown. You've lived in Chicago. You've been known Chicago. Chicago has some rough areas. So my mother, tried to send me to some of the best schools that she could, but unfortunately some of those schools are in some bad areas. And I had to take the CTA, had to take the bus. And what led her is that she saw me having to defend myself one day, and she saw that I was unsuccessful. And she went ahead and put me in martial arts school. And from there on, I've continued it. And from there, I started helping and giving back. I mentor, I work with the World School Chicago, and help mentor the youth. I've been teaching and competing for a number of years, just like John. And this is our chance of giving back. And Paul and Amanda have been giving us an opportunity to go ahead and give back to the community. So we're going to go ahead and show you what we do. All right? All right, so we have what's called a Korean blend. That's what we offer here. It's 3 things: Taekwondo, Tungsudo, and Hapkido, okay? Now, Taekwondo and Tungsudo, they mostly deal with the striking, which we're going to get to. The Hapkido portion is mainly your self-defense, which is something that I would definitely encourage the ladies to get involved with if someone grabs you and whatnot, okay? Say for example, someone gave you you grabbed you by both your wrists. Now, majority of the time, a lot of people they want to fight and they want to move back, okay? And they try to fight it, but the problem is he has a good grip. He's a strong man, okay? So what we want to do is we want to loosen him up. Go ahead and give him a strike right there. Exactly. You already saw it. You already saw it. Exactly. So that's going to loosen him up very well. We want to go home. We want to eat. I'm trying to see Scandal or whatever TV shows are on nowadays. Whatever. So here, grabbing. You want to go ahead and also keep initialing the pressure so he can let you go. If he has not let you go, you take his wrist. You don't strike him. Let him strike himself. That's going to cause the release, okay? But let's just say he still has it. It will cause the loosening. You break, you're loose enough to grab his wrist, and since he's still there, go ahead and take him one direction and bring him over.
Oh, wow.
Okay?
Ow.
Then what you would do is you would get up, dial 911, call the paramedics and the police, because you want to make sure you give him medical attention because you didn't want to hurt him. Obviously, he wanted to hurt himself. And because you were trying to go home. And you make sure that you get the paramedics and the police because you want to get him proper medical care, you want to take care of him, and you want to make sure that you fill out a police report, okay? If he goes for the grab here, now most of the time if he goes for a choke, you don't have to necessarily fight the choke. Believe it or not, just 2 fingers. And some of you may have seen this before. 2 fingers in his throat. Take 1 step back, which will release the grip. Hold on to him, don't let him go anywhere. Okay? Press. He is going to go back. Cause a little bend, bring him down, then roll. Then walk off. Okay? No. If he goes there for the grab again, something is done. This is really surprising, believe it or not. Some people don't even believe this. If he goes for the grab again, grab, strike, roll off. Okay?
Cool. Wow.
Goes for the grab. Won't let me go. No problem. Hold on to him. Don't let them go. Do not, because if you let them go, if you don't grab him and he lets go, he's still there. Hold on to him. Let him stay there. Strike, loosens him up. Add the pressure. Bring him down. Strike, bring. The pressure here on my chest causes the pressure on the elbow. Come back, break, rise up, leave. Okay? This is pretty much some of the things that not only will our children learn, but our adults learn. In our armor program, we don't just make children aware mentally of the dangers, or the possible dangers that are out here, but we also prepare them physically, so when they have to defend themselves, if necessary, they'll know what to do. And believe it or not, there are many of children, many from a young age, that know how to defend themselves and know how to protect themselves very well, okay, with proper training. So they get both mental stimulation and physical stimulation. Exercise, they learn self-defense. A lot of people think martial arts is about chaos and violence. It's not. It's actually your first aid kit. It's just as important as you learning CPR, okay? If someone comes in and they want to take your wallet and they have you at gunpoint, give them the wallet. give him a watch. It's not worth your life, okay? Give it to him. But if it's absolutely necessary that you have to defend yourself, absolutely necessary that you have to cause harm, then you should know how to. Just like if someone was to pass out or someone was choking, if I don't know the Heimlich and I didn't learn the Heimlich, you panic. Call 911, whatever. That may be too late. So because we take these classes, we now know how to give them the Heimlich. We know how to give them CPR if necessary, possibly have saved the life. Okay. Something else we're going to demonstrate is our striking portion, and then we're going to get to the board breaking. We're going to grab a couple of gloves. Now, John has a history, a background in Muay Thai, and he's an excellent pad man. So if you come, he will definitely work with you also. He has great pad work. And when you're dealing with the padding, it always go by a number system. So I'll show you. So you'll hear him call out the numbers, and I'll respond. All right? 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 1, 2. 1, 1, 2. 1, 1, 2. 3, 2, 3. 3, 2, 3. So this is the padding portion of what we go through. Learning how to strike as well as the self-defense. This is also a part of Taekwondo. Some people don't believe it. When you see Olympic Taekwondo, not a lot of punching. But believe it or not, traditional Taekwondo, the meaning of Taekwondo is the way of the hand and foot. So you're definitely learning how to strike, and you're definitely learning how to kick, okay, when you do both. And now we'll go to our fun part, which is board breaking, which some of you are going to do.
I've done it before.
Oh, yeah. You see how I point at you, right?
Now, you guys, we can't promise you'll be as strong as Mark, Quinn, and John. No, seriously, it's intimidating to see them, but we can promise that we can make you as prepared as them. And that's what it's all about, repetition, knowing what to do in those situations and knowing when not to use violence and when to use violence. And both these guys are very good at that. And they're very good at breaking things when they want to. And right now, I think we all want them to. I'll do my job and I'll hold things and they'll break them. Okay?
The first technique that I'm going to demonstrate is called a 4-fist punch or reverse punch. He holds it straight out. Always punching with the first 2 knuckles. You want proper bone alignment. Making sure that you breathe when you execute the technique. Breathing reduces friction, and it adds power to your striker technique. The next will be, it's called a hammer fist. This is honestly one of the easiest strikes that you can do, believe it or not. By striking with this part, the cushiony part of your hand, okay? You're gonna just bring your digits on down, make a tight fist, and you're just striking right on down, okay? You can't make me laugh. It's not fair. Hey! The next is the power of a kick. We do spinning heel kicks and spinning wheel kicks. Striking with the heel, okay? When we turn, we want to make sure that we keep our target in sight, bringing the foot up, striking with the heel.
Dylan is also a trained jockey. So, well, I would think just to hold the board, you gotta be.
John is demonstrating a back spinning elbow technique.
Oh.
Last one we'll do is just a basic right elbow. Bring it up. You want to come down, not hit with the point of your elbow. That hurts. You hit your funny bone, stuff like that. It's pretty painful. You want to hit with just the edge part. So the flat surface, more just the bone. You want to come in and you strike right through. You always want to punch through your target, through your opponent. You throw an uppercut, you go through their chin. You always want to finish.
Oh, yeah.
Now, it's your turn. All right, so.
As a disclaimer, I will say, I've never broken anything intentionally in my life, and the other day, they did have me breaking boards. It's a lot of fun, it doesn't hurt, and it's not as hard as it looks. So if you'd like to try, it's pretty awesome.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start you off, just like I started off Paul, he'll tell you. These are the thicker boards, and these can be a tad bit more intimidating, okay? So I'm going to start you off with a thinner board, just so you can see how easy it is, and you can work the technique, okay? And it really is very simple, okay? So, volunteers, hands, someone. See, just because you walked back, that automatically catches the eye. That automatically catches the eye. That automatically catches the eye. Oh, you gotta come on out here.
Oh, that's right.
All right, now when you step on the mat, all we do is we come back with me. When we step on the mat, all we do is we pay respect to our place of education. Okay. And we just, and that's it. All you just do, yes. And we just come right. All right. So, what you're gonna do is a hammer fist. Pretty much the strike. Like I said, one of the easiest strikes right here. All right. What I want you to do is just thumb there. You can actually place the thumb there if you're doing a hammer strike, or you can place it here. Only place you do not want the thumb is the side. Yes, because you don't want to break it. So what we're going to do is straighten it about shoulder apart. Take that right foot and place it. Perfect. Awesome. Bend your knees slightly. Awesome. Hands up, by the head. And all you're going to do is slowly come down and just touch the board. Right. And when you come down, when you finally break, I want you to bring your weight with it. Come straight through. Bending the knees and everything. Straight down. Okay? Right. Okay. And breathe with it. Breathing in, out. Breathing out. I want you to exhale. Let it out. Hey! You don't have to yell that hard if you don't want to. Okay. But let it right out. All right.
Now don't bend it for Mark. When you make sure he breaks it.
Yeah, let's make this real.
This is straight through. Take a few practice shots real slow. Yes, sir. There you go. Up and straight through.
Very nice. I've already done it before. We were doing a motivational thing at a conference one time, and everybody was supposed to like break through, and I did it with my hand and did it with my foot.
I gotta see you. Come on.
It's been a long time though.
Board to do this. Break boards.
Our board breaks board.
More equipment here. I know. No, they won't do that anymore. They didn't make me take my shoes off last time. Oh, really? No.
All right. Same thing. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Go on. There we go. Bend the knees slightly. Take a couple of practice shots. Bring your body weight all the way through. All right.
Oh, sorry.
Come on. Come right in.
So, like that?
And bring it straight up and down. But remember, you want to hang with this part of your hand. So touch the board so you see exactly right there.
Oh, right there?
Yes, ma'am. All the way through. And go for it. Yes. That concludes our demonstration. Does anyone have any questions for me at all, for us at all? No?
Can you teach us like some kind of cool stance that we can do for our ribbon cutting? This isn't just like
You can do the forward stance. You get the scissors. Front knee bent, back leg straight.
Okay.
Chop.
All right, I like it.
Front knee bent, back leg